This is Mike with Scholten's Equipment, and behind me is a little bit of a follow-up to a previous video we did on the KX057-5. This is also a KX057-5. It's a canopy model. This is the first canopy model, -5 series KX057 I've seen. At the dealer meetings, they usually introduce the models and you get to see them all. But this last year, the dealer meeting was virtual and they didn't have a ton of offering. They saw, you could watch a video of them showing off the new machines, but they didn't have a canopy model at that meeting to show off, to show you what it would look like. They just said, there's a canopy model gonna be coming. And we sell a few canopy models, not a whole lot in this size, mainly because most people do want the cab. So the reason they didn't show off the canopy model was because they're not super popular, but there is still demand for them. Small, that is, but there is a demand. This is the first canopy model I've seen anywhere. Before it came here, I actually didn't even know what it was gonna look like, if it was gonna have the screen like the cab model. I didn't have any inkling. Even in the brochure, there's no pictures of the canopy model. So this is more of an informative video of what the canopy model KX057-5 looks like. Ta-da! So one of the most important things I was worried about or concerned about or interested, curious, whatever you want to call it, was the canopy model going to have the camera? It said in the spec sheet it was, but I didn't know how they were going to do it. I knew on the back it was probably going to look a lot like the cab model did, and it does. The camera's there. But I didn't know how they'd play it in the screen. If there was going to be an outdoor version screen, I didn't know what it was going to look like, and let's take a look. So you start it like normal. And the screen is up here. It's almost the same exact place where it is on the cab model. Go figure, right? I just didn't know how they were going to do it. This, of course, must be waterproof because we get a lot of rain in Washington State, and it is pretty exposed. So, and of course, people wash the machine, so it's a weatherproof display, I imagine. And of course, it's got the same button as the cab machine to check out the camera in the screen. I'm wearing polarized glasses, and I can still see the screen, which in some screens, believe it or not, with polarized sunglasses, you cannot see the screen when your sunglasses are on. Just a little tidbit. On the first video with the cab KX057-5, we went over how to operate the thumb. And one of the things that happens after the video, I found out how to activate the thumb a lot easier. The first video, I thought you had to go through the menu every time and press like 5 buttons and 5 clicks, and I was like, at the time I was like, man, that's not super cool. And actually I was like, the old one was easier to turn on. After that video, I did some researching and figured out there's a way easier way to activate the thumb, easier than any of the excavators that Kubota has had before, and it's with this simple button. All you got to do is press that button on your joystick, the right button. The left button is the horn, so don't press that one unless you want to be irritated. The right button is your thumb activation button, and you don't have to touch anything on the screen or push any other button. You keep your hand right on the joystick to activate it. So that's a huge improvement over any other KX series model from Kubota. The thumb activation is on the joystick. So like the cab machine, if you watch that video, the canopy machine has just as much legroom, even more, because you can stick your feet out the front if you wanted to, or stick them up high. The legroom is second to none on this model. They knocked it out of the park. It's got the two different seats adjustments. So you got the control adjustment, and you also have the seat travel independent of the controls. So pretty much everything that the cab model had, this model has, exception glass, air conditioning, and heat. The canopy model has the option for LED work light kit. Some dealers don't put that on canopy models, but we try to on every canopy model that leaves Scholten's Equipment. We put the work light kit on it, and historically the work light kit has been halogen, but on the -5 series, they're definitely LEDs. To be specific, Nordic lights. Same goes for the boom work light. So with the rising price of diesel, fuel, and just the overall luxury that it might be to some people, it could be stolen, but not with the Kubota. It's under a locked hatch. The diesel fill is behind this door. Secure and safe to protect your ever-increasing investment. Well, this is the KX057-5 canopy model. It's the first one I've seen. I'm sure it's one of the first ones you've seen because there wasn't a lot of information out there on the canopy model 57-5. So I wanted to get this video out there to show you what it looks like. Unfortunately though, this machine is sold. The next one coming in is sold, but we have more coming in after that. And we are taking orders and reservations via deposit, so you can get your name on the list if you want one. If you're interested in that, give us a call. We can tell you more about it in person or on the phone. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Thanks for watching.